When I was 7, back to stranger danger. Like I'm trying to think of like, what is the right balance? Because I remember my kids did Shaolin Kung Fu, they did girl power, in girl power, one of the sort of foundational things they learned was to speak up if someone grabbed them in a public situation by the wrist, let's say.
Yeah.
They would practice shouting, "This is not my dad, call 911," or something like that, right? Like they practice, and they would do it so that they knew what it felt like.
Right.
And they would do it when it seemed awkward. They would like learn to just bust through the awkwardness, so that if that ever did happen, they wouldn't just be meek and be dragged away, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you could say like, wow. So back to me, my mom one time told me, hey, we'd be on a family trip and we'd stop at a rest stop and I'd go into the men's bathroom by myself. And my mom said, sometimes, men will lurk in there and they'll like sexually attack you, like rape you or something. And I remember just for the rest of my life, when I've been at a urinal, like in an airport bathroom or especially at a rest stop on the highway, I always look, while I'm peeing, I look over my shoulder out of the corner of my eye and I try to figure out what I would do if someone jumped on me like a tiger, And I think like how that one.
I think those ideas are doing way more harm than good.
That's
like
sort of
planting those seeds is doing way more harm than good, I think.
That's my
net balance. The net balance of planting those seeds is bad, I think.
That's my point, because as you said, like statistically, the fact that happened once in Pennsylvania on the Pennsylvania Turnpike in 1983.
Yeah.
But then all the parents in the Philadelphia area started telling their sons that, and then their sons for the rest of their lives.
I just think humans aren't very good at math and statistics and like concepts like per capita and exponents and things like that. Like our human brains aren't good at that stuff. So like people way over index like the things that they, our biases are strong and things stick in ways they shouldn't. And so I don't think most people are self-aware enough to look at that and go, hey, that's sticking in my mind.